Luke, I was about to say commiserations. I guess it still is commiserations, even though you get a point.
Yeah, I think from the moment we kicked off the second half, we had immediately box entries, very, very good chances, I think, very good chances. So from the second half performance, we looked like we were going to win the game, but the first half we were poor and made too many mistakes, and yeah, so we're very disappointed. But it's a difficult place to come and play, for sure.
Based on the actual performance, did you think a point was about right?
Because I think the first half was so poor, yeah, maybe, but it's difficult watching that second half to feel like we didn't deserve to win. But no, okay, maybe on the balance, a draw is about right, maybe.
We talk about the penalties. The first one that gets awarded is saved. Any complaints with the first one?
I genuinely haven't seen yet. I haven't seen yet because I've been in very, very short period of time with the players to speak to them quickly, to come to speak to you. I haven't looked at any footage yet. I promise you I haven't. So I don't know is the honest answer.
Similar on the second one then, because from the second one at our angle, and we're on the right side of the ground for it, it looked as though Tiernan Brooks had got a full glove and had made a very good save for the second one that then gets given. But
yeah, I mean, I like turn around to the guys on the bench and say, what a save! Like, you know, it's a big moment, that. And then I turn back around and there's a penalty. I couldn't believe it. So that was like my initial thing. But then, like I say before, I'm not in a great viewpoint. But then once we review back, when you can clearly see what happened, then we have to, we decide whether we think it was a penalty or not.
On Tiernan Brooks, he's had to come in and make his debut today. How did you think he did?
I think he done very well. And I did think that there would be moments in the game that would be, difficult for him, which of course you expect that. And I think there was one action where he took a little bit too long with the ball. But other than that, I think he's very, very good. He played very well, distributed the ball very well, made some big saves and command the box well. So I'm happy with him.
Where did it go so badly wrong in the first half? And I wonder how much you missed Aidan Bolden.
Yeah, tremendously. First of all, for sure, we miss him. Then mainly went wrong because of myself, because I changed the back line, the formation, because trying to look back at previous performances and combinations of players and this and that. So then you try to work, and it's not something I've done on a whim. We prepare a lot, okay? We prepare a lot to play a back four. And then I felt like I tried to help the players to stem the flow of counter-attack, because I think they're a very, very good counter-attack team. But in actual fact, it didn't seem to help too much. And then I think that we lost our balance at the top of the pitch in this formation. So first of all, with me for sure. And then I tried to correct the formation and change the players around more. And I thought the second half we were very, very good. I really did. I thought we were very, very good.
How do you think you got on with the pitch? There's a lot made of playing on an artificial pitch.
There's no doubt we struggled. There's no doubt we struggled because we didn't read the bounds in brilliantly well, and then I think that as much as we tried to prepare, and many things that happened in the game I anticipated would happen, tried to tell the players, be careful this, be careful that, but then of course when they're out there things are happening quick, and I think one too many times players are arriving towards the ball. And normally, Meadow Lane, we arrive towards the ball and the player can play very quickly or turn. But here is not like that. And then we discussed again at half-time, like, guys, please be more patient with the build-up, because there's a pass that you look at and you desperately want to play, but this one is going to be a pitfall. And the opposition very good, and they know the pitch, and they get very excited when they see a pass that they recognise is difficult to deal with, and they pounce on you. And then I thought second half we built up very, very well, very carefully. And even when the players are like desperate to go forward, desperate to go and score, but I thought they built up very well. And then when they did make box entries, very, very composed and calm.
Could you have had a penalty in stoppage time? What did you think of the Macaulay Langstaff incident?
Yeah, it's hard because I'm trying to answer the question without being emotional, without...
Football's an emotional game.
Yeah, it is, and I want to do justice and not be like saying something that is not accurate, because I'm feeling emotional. But yeah, look, I think like Maka addresses the ball to hit the ball, and I think it's his to hit, and then he's impeded. I don't know. I don't know. I need to be careful because I want to show respect all the time and not say something that is not accurate until I've looked at it back. But Macca obviously is convinced.
Yeah, I'm sure. Cedwyn Scott not involved again today because of injury. We understand that Sam Slocum's is a hamstring strain that could be around 3 weeks or so. But Cedwyn Scott, what's the latest?
Yeah, such a shame because we trained and we suffer with Cedwyn a new injury because he recovered from the shoulder and then something different. Then Sam, 2 minutes later, pull out of training with a problem. So we had a terrible day.
What's Scott's one?
He has a small tear high up in the front of his leg, and yeah, we had a terrible day. Destroy our preparation. I think is probably like a backlash from February, from the incredible fixture list and the intensity of all of those games. So I think is a backlash from that. And of course, you know, all the teams, they suffer in losses, and it's about how you patch together. And then if you've done the work and you included many players, then you have a chance to be able to survive, because Tiernan Brook's done a lot of work, you know, and Connor has come in and played like in a similar role to Cedwyn, and we try to give him plenty of information in a short time and try to give him plenty of actions on the training pitch to prepare. But yeah, it was very tough. And
how long are you expecting Cedwyn to be out for?
I don't know exactly, but it's going to be weeks rather than months. So now we have to try to help him get mended quickly, and then we have to get him fit.
Are you going to be looking to bring in any replacements for either Cedwyn or Sam?
I think that with Connor Evans, we have a player that can play in a similar way to Cedwyn, like just removed from the very top line, or can play right at the very top. And he has a great chance today, which is unusual for him to miss. And of course, he's not in the complete flow but we know he's a very good player. I think everyone knows how good Connor is, and that he can score goals. So I think we have a great addition there. And then in terms of goalkeepers, I think we are going to look at the options that we have. Tiernan has given a great performance, I think, in my opinion today. He's given a very good performance anyway. And so he's given us hope that, you know, he has a bright future with us. But then we also need to look about whether or not we have someone to come in. It's a big moment in the season, yeah. So we're on that. We have a number of goalkeepers that we're looking at.
And just finally, because I know this is War and Peace here, 2 points dropped today. How much do you worry that could impact the title race?
Yeah, of course, every point now is impacting the title race, because this title race is incredible. We know that. But look, we've been at the top for a long time, and when you're there, there's a different type of pressure, and now Wrexham going to experience that. But I think that it's fair to say that the points tally that we have, ordinarily you would expect to be almost over the line. You would expect to be very close. You'd expect to be, I know what. 6, 7 points, 8 points, maybe away from securing promotion, but it's not going to be that. So now we have to put a run of victories together to have a chance to compete, because we know that Wrexham are very good, and they're not going to drop many points.